welcome back to another edition of On the Way Home with Rebel Cav Medic. Yesterday I spoke with you guys about when the lights go out or when the vehicles stop going and you're on your way home, how you're going to react. Well, tonight I think I wanted to discuss something that actually was a topic of conversation, oddly enough, brought up at church. I was greeted, talking to somebody, young female, about 23 years old, and she was discussing the robbery rates and how they've increased in her neighborhood in the last, I think she said 3 months. And she's like, yeah, so I went out and I got an application for my concealed weapons permit. And initially I thought, man, that's awesome. And then I started thinking, I'm like, well, did you go to a class? No. Have you ever shot a gun before? No. Do you know how to shoot? No. Does your husband know how to shoot? No. I'm like, so what exactly? Oh no, I don't really want to carry concealed. I just want to be able to have a gun in my house. And I thought, one, another victim of the public school system. Two, it amazes me to date how people have no idea their rights. And three, this woman does not need to have a firearm anywhere near her because she has no training, she has no formal knowledge, and yet she's ready to go out and buy one that she's gonna, in her own words, lock in a safe, and so she can shoot a robber. Okay, one, the robber's gonna kill you in the time it takes you to get your gun from your safe. Two, he's probably gonna take your weapon and beat you to death with it. Three, you're gonna lose. But she has 2 young children. She has a 2-year-old and I believe an 18-month-old, maybe 16 months. Anyway, 2-year-old's almost 3. So, but either way, she has small children. Okay? The husband works, she stays at home. My concern with this, and I think other people will grasp this, is nobody opposes anybody's right to carry a firearm. But I think everybody will agree that to carry a firearm, you should have some kind of training. You should have go take a class, get a hunting uncle, get a hunting neighbor. Somebody needs to come along and teach you the basics of how to fire a weapon. If you're planning on using that weapon as a home defense, you probably need to take some classes, call some people and say, hey, I'd really like to be able to defend my own home. How do I do this? And there are plenty of schools out there. I was just talking to a coworker tonight about he belongs to Front Sight. The other day, a young lady I'm subscribed to was talking about a school she went to down in South Tennessee. In South Florida, we have a school that's run by 2 Marines, 2 honorably discharged Marines, and they get you to get your heart rate up, and then they have scenario shootings. There's a lot of this stuff out there that you can use and you can learn. But if you don't, and you just think you're going to go out and buy a shotgun and defend your home while it's locked in a safe without ammunition in it, and you don't know how to pull the trigger on it, you're just setting yourself up to be another victim. My biggest concern is never being a victim. You never want to put yourself in a situation like that. And my big concern with her is that she has 2 small children. And that's her thing. She's like, I don't even want my children to see the gun. And, there's a major statistics out there that talks about the majority of shootings involving children are because the child was unaware that the parents even had a firearm in the house. And You know, that was never a problem for me growing up. I knew my parents had guns. I knew right where they were. I also knew that if I touched them without my dad around, I was gonna have a red butt to show for it. So I don't know. I'm kind of open to the subject on, you know, what do you think? What do the viewers of this video think? You know, how should I advise her? Because my roundabout advice is, before you buy, learn. You know, definitely get, you know, and this is not something that I'm, you know, I was a range instructor for years. I don't have a problem teaching her how to shoot, how to do defensive tactic shooting. But my big, you know, she obviously didn't want this. I'm putting it out to my viewers. What do you think? As always, this is Rebel Cav Medic. Comments are always welcome. Complaints are, you know, used for critiquing purposes are welcome. Complaints used just to hear yourself babble something and type are usually deleted and ignored. So, have a great night. I'll see y'all in a couple minutes. I got a whole other topic to talk about.